If you want to launch a career in IT, there's one certification that's pretty much the gold standard, the CompTIA A+. It's the foundation that employers are looking for sure. But what's actually on the exam? Well, today we're going to unlock the blueprint for the first half of that certification, the A+ Core 1. So you're ready to jump in, you've made the decision, but let's be real. Where do you even start? What are those non-negotiable day one skills that employers just expect you to have? We are about to map out that exact path, and we're going to use the official guide as our compass.
Okay, so this right here, this is our roadmap. It's the official CompTIA A+ Core 1 exam objectives. Now, this isn't just some study guide. This is the literal blueprint. It tells us exactly what's on the test, no fluff, no guesswork. So let's break down what it's all about.
The exam is split into 5 key areas, and this chart tells you everything you need to know about where to focus your energy. Just look at the 2 biggest slices, hardware and network troubleshooting at a whopping 28% and networking right behind it at 25%. I mean, do the math. Together, that is more than half of your entire exam. That's your priority, right there. And this is the magic number. The exam is scored on a scale from 100 to 900. Your passing score? 675. It's a clear target to aim for. So, how do we get there? Let's dive into our first domain. All right, let's start with the tangible stuff. We're talking about the physical components you can actually pick up and hold, from the smartphone that's in your pocket to the PC sitting on your desk. First up, mobile devices. The exam's going to test you on what's inside them and how they connect to the rest of the world. And this means practical stuff, like figuring out why a user's tap to pay isn't working. That's NFC, by the way. Or knowing the critical difference between a USB-C and a lightning cable. These are the everyday problems you'll actually be solving. Next, we get inside the PC itself. This is classic A+ territory. You need to know not just what these parts are, but why they matter. For example, why would you recommend a faster, more expensive solid-state drive over a bigger, cheaper hard drive for someone's main operating system? That's the kind of practical knowledge you need to build, upgrade, and repair a computer from scratch. Okay, section 2, networking. If all that hardware we just talked about is the body, then networking is the nervous system that lets everything communicate. This is a huge topic, and for good reason. I mean, everything is connected these days. At the very heart of networking, you've got protocols, basically the rules of communication. Take 2 of the most important ones, TCP and UDP. Think of TCP like a tracked package. It's super reliable, and it makes sure everything arrives in the right order. UDP, on the other hand, is more like sending a postcard. It's incredibly fast, which is great for streaming or gaming, but there's no guarantee it'll get there. I mean, just think about what happens when you visit a website. You type a name, right? Well, that's DNS, the internet's phone book, looking up the right number, the IP address. Then your browser uses HTTP to request the page. And the only reason your device can even get online is because DHCP automatically handed it an address. See, it's like this invisible engine making the internet work. You're going to see a ton of acronyms, but seriously, don't let them intimidate you. WLAN is a perfect example. It sounds all technical, but it's just the official term for what we all call Wi-Fi, a wireless network in your house or at the office. Simple as that. Okay, let's shift gears from the physical world to the virtual one. This section is all about virtualization and cloud computing, 2 things that have totally changed the IT landscape. This is where modern IT lives and breathes. When we say the cloud, the exam wants you to know where the data actually lives. Is it on a massive public cloud like Amazon servers that's shared by everybody? Or is it on a private cloud used by just one company? You'll also need to get your head around concepts like software as a service, or SaaS. Put simply, if you're using an app through a web browser without installing it, think Gmail or Office 365, then congratulations, you're using SaaS. And now we've arrived at the biggest, and I would argue the most important part of the entire exam. Troubleshooting. This isn't just a list of facts to memorize. It's a process. It's a way of thinking. This is the core skill of every single great IT support professional. And this 6-step process right here is the secret sauce. This is what separates a professional from someone who's just guessing. No matter how bizarre the problem is, you always follow this framework. Identify, theorize, test, plan, verify, and document. It's a logical path that turns technological chaos into a clear, solvable problem. and you'll apply this methodology to the real-world problems that users face every single day. The exam will throw scenarios at you like a computer that won't turn on, a printer spitting out absolute garbage, or that terrifying boot device not found error. Your job isn't to have some magic fix, but to know exactly how to walk through those 6 steps to find the solution. And that really brings us to the main takeaway here. The CompTIA A Plus Core 1 isn't just about what you know, it's about what you can do. It's not enough to define what RAM is. You have to know how to diagnose a problem that's caused by faulty RAM. It's that perfect blend of theory and practice that makes this certification so valuable. So there you have it, the complete blueprint for the A Plus Core 1. It's a map that covers everything from physical hardware to the logic of troubleshooting. The path is clear. The real question isn't just if you're ready to start, it's what problems are you excited to solve first?